Well, it's the Jugger Bum, and I just wanted to say like and subscribe because Triple B is a good channel. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Yeah. Well, how lucky the Triple B is to have such genius orators back in their channel. But yeah, it's great. Thank you, Daniel Dubois, the Jugger Bum. So we're talking about Daniel Dubois, Big Bum Joyce 2. Who what has happened? Both of these two broken bucks right here, they fought before, obviously. They fought before a few years ago, and both are owned by Fish Eyes, Frank Warren. Yeah, the Fish Eyes man. And as I said, we got Daniel Dubois, the triple knee. He's Big Joe Joyce, aka the Jugger Bum, aka the Bummer. Yeah, I don't really like slagging Joe off, man, because he's likable. I've said that very often, but he is likable. But you've got to be real, man. That's a broken buck right there, man. Yeah, and ironically enough, funnily enough, he was the one who originally buck broke the bum. Yeah, he made Daniel take the classic British knee in fight one. When they talk about, he had a broken orbital bone, there's all these so-called reports, he actually had a broken orbital bone, he had to go to the Moorfield Hospital. All this was reported as fact in the news with absolutely zero evidence. I don't believe it, man. I think Warren's just trying to save his bucks honor. To say, yeah, actually, he had a real bad broken eye. If it continued, he'd probably be blind or some nonsense like that, man. And that's not the only time Daniel Dubois has taken the knee. He took the knee three times against cruiserweight Kevin Lerena. And it came from one punch, man. And he dropped 3 times to his knees. And Lerena, if you notice, remember the fight, man, he barely threw another punch. He suddenly remembered he was paid to lose, man. He was paid to lose. He was. I think, when he hits him with that shot, he's like, whoops. And he don't throw no more punches and ends up getting stopped himself. And then, of course, Dubois took 2 more knees against Alexander Usyk. The first one was without even a proper punch landing, a couple of grazing shots on the gloves, and he sat on his knee again, took the knee, and the second one he took the knee from a jab, from a cruiserweight, basically, Man's taking more knees than BLM, bruv. I don't want to be facetious, but, if I'm sure if you Google heartless bum, the first image, will be a picture of Daniel Dubois' simpleton, idiot, grinning face. The big bully, the classic bully with no heart. And the first fight, Frank Warren didn't even want Joe Joyce to win. Definitely, he was backing Dubois 100% as his new young buck. And Joyce was the underdog. He was, I think, 3-1. I got more than 3-1. I want some good money on that. I don't know if you remember that. The build-up was funny too, right? Because I did, what's his name? Fish Eyes was promoting both, but Sam Jones at the time was Joyce's manager, and they had this kind of face-to-face, because they knew that, come on, Dubois and Joyce, we're not going to have a good face-off together, so they brought in them two as well, so they could actually have a chance instead of just going, okay, mate. You know what I'm saying? They're not good speakers, like. But I remember seeing a chubby dumpling, the Derby dumpling Sam Jones roast Fish Eyes, he was stuttering, man. You know, like he was roasted, like he was taking. He took the experienced Fish Eyes to school, man. Rinsing Bricktop for saying that Kevin Johnson was a worthy win. You remember that, man? He goes, Kevin Johnson. Come on, Frank. Kevin Johnson. He's a German, Johnson, but yeah, it made me, temporarily at least like the chubby Derby dumpling, man. Come on, Frank. Kevin Johnson. Anyway, man. So with that time, Warren backed the wrong buck against the older buck won, but they were both on Warren's control promotionally, right? So Warren's a clever businessman. He likes to, to make sure his assets will be looked after. He doesn't usually like to take risks. He doesn't get that much wrong. Well, they got Carol Toman knocked out as well, the brother of Moses, recently. But so after that, the bum Joyce won. After the Joyce setback, they also came later the near disaster against Kevin Lorena, right? And then more recently, the heavyweight title shot against Usyk, where the breaking was completed, man. Despite the fake low blow controversy, it was a legit blow. It was clearly not a legitimate blow. But you can tell, you look at simpleton Dubois' face. Yeah, he knew it was low. There's no reaction. There's no annoyance at the referee. There's no questioning it. He just sort of goes back to his corner. He knows he's hit him though. He hit Usyk on the thigh, on the ass. You know what I'm saying? He been going low all evening, man. And then in the post-fight interview, he's like claiming, "Oh, I lost my I don't know what words he used. I lost the steam, my energy, my momentum." Yeah, so after that, because they didn't count him out, he lied, man. He was told. He didn't know what was going on. He knew it was a low blow. I mean, yeah. So admitting he's mentally weak anyway. He's admitting that he's mentally weak, man. And it's fine. After the fight, man, he quit. One of my fans pointed this out. He quit in the post-fight interview. I'm sorry, my dog's having a snooze, man. But he quit in the post-fight interview. When he was asked a question, and then halfway through, he just quit and asked Fish Eyes to finish the answer because he could. I mean, this guy is a quitter. It will never leave him. It would never leave him, man. Once you quit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but as for the Jugger Bum, the name I gave him before, the Jugger Chad, the name he was given before by people, the Jugger Chad, it's laid to rest, man. You've been rice drilled, rice broken twice, spectacularly. The cringe, everybody's got a plan until they hit me in the face and nothing happens meme, I got smashed twice by a chicken chow mein champion, man. Poor Joe was sent into the fetal position, it looked like he was taking a kip in the middle of the fight, like a baby. Yeah, or some old pisshead dossing down for the night. I was sad, like I said. Joe. Yeah, I like Zhang and I like Joe, but I was hoping for a good solid fight, but Joe just got waxed, man. And like I said afterwards, he's such an autist, man, saying he enjoyed that fight, his second bamboo battering of the year. I don't know. It's very odd, man. He's an odd guy, man. He's an odd guy. Anyway, as I said, so the talk has been. I've seen it on forums. I've seen it discussed on social media. It's about Joe Joyce vs the Bum 2. And you got to ask what would happen. Will it happen? Do the funds? Do we want to see it happen? Yeah. And I made it another video. I said I wasn't sure I'd want to see the Jugger Bum fight again. He's taken a lot of headshots. I mean, just alone in them Zhang fights, you could hear them, right? You could hear them. I mean, people would still watch it. you know, with the big heavyweights. Well, they're always news, aren't they? And once the promotion puts its marketing spin on and gives it some so-called clever name, which is just usually a cliche like Last Chance Saloon, or subheaded by something like the loser has to leave town, you know, as they're both from London or some stupidity like that, they'll put it on pay-per-view. You know, they'll hype it up enough. You know, the old vs Youfangle as well. You know, people will buy it. But I'm not sure Fish Eyes Warren wants to cash in one of his prime bucks yet, because you think like whichever loses, the guy's gonna be finished. You know, so one of them, he will lose one of the fighters, one of the bucks. But I guess, you know, if it makes financial sense, then the fish-eyed one thinks Dubois would win. He would make it, because Dubois is like his personal pet project, and he's younger. He's only 25, right? Yeah. Although, you know, they're not the only heavyweights on the Warren's books, man. He's got this new buck who seems much more promising in Moses Itauma, right? AKA Enrico Itauma, the so-called teenager who looks about 35, man. And Frank's Fish Eyes have moved on to his new project, you know, his new golden goose, his golden buck. You know, and I quite like Itauma in that he has promise. Although, you know, to date, I mean, he's only 18 allegedly. To date, he's basically been beating up skinny teenagers as an amateur and fatties as a pro. But I like his honesty, you know. He doesn't mind criticizing himself. He'll go, well, I don't think I was very good tonight. So I like that. He never seems to smile. He's got this like poker face. He's a Christian. All right, so, you know. Is he the future? We'll see, man. But I'm telling you what, I'm bored of hearing oh, everyone wants to know. Every time his name's mentioned, will he beat Mike Tyson's record? Just enough with that ting, man. Anyway. The main issue to me is this, right? Daniel Duquit has swallowed it twice already, age 25, almost 3 times. Because if, you know, Lorena had been the home fighter, Duquit would have been stopped for dropping 3 times from one punch. You can't, when you go, but you know, it's like, you know, Trevor Berbick, you know, they stopped him, didn't they, when he's falling all over the shop. Duquit kept on falling without being hit, and people say he hurt his ankle. Nah, man, he didn't hurt his ankle at all. You can see they're okay after he recovers. It was just that his legs were caving in from a can crushing cruiserweight's punch. Yeah. So you look at things now. Duquit has taken the knee 6 times. 6 times now in such a young career. And from only 3 punches, right? 1 from the jugger bum when he took the knee. 1 jab from Usyk. 1 jab, because the second knockdown. The first knockdown, right? All of Usyk's punches just seemed to graze the gloves or missed it, and he still took the knee. And then there's your 1 hook from Kevin Lorena. So that's 6 knees from 3 punches and 2 quits, man. What does that tell you? This man ain't built for boxing, man. Yeah? Or at least his heart isn't. Yeah? His chin isn't. His intestinal fortitude, as Americans will say, is missing. Where is guts? Where's the man's guts, man? 6 knees from 3 punches and 2 quit jobs. You got no heart, man. No heart. He's like the Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz, man. I have no heart, so I must be careful. I have no heart, so I must be very careful, is what the Tin Man says. And that's exactly what Dubois must be thinking. And Warren, you know, you think Warren should know that and see that. He's got a busted flush, basically. It doesn't mean he can't make money out of it, right? Because he can put him up against his other cracked buck, Joyce. You know, he can try and maneuver to maneuver them back into any kind of world title shot at this stage, especially with the frozen titles, I don't know. I think you've got to go British. You know, well, obviously White's not really going to be available. Gay, I don't know. I don't think what's his face, Warren would be worried about feeding one of his fighters to Eddie Hearn fighter. You know, but I still think Joyce would have a good chance against Gay because Gay is broken as well. A lot of breaking being going on, man. But you know, you've got to take risk at some point, and so it might make sense for Warren to put Joyce in with Duquit. And at this stage, I got to say, I think Joyce, regardless that you know he was knocked out so spectacularly and took some, but they were massive monster shots from 20.5 stone Chinese man, right in a perfect position with a full body. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm not taking this. Oh, Joyce's chin is cracked. Obviously, it will make a difference, but I think the fight will be very similar than last time, if they do it again, of course, than the first fight, and Joyce will make the triple knee quit again. You know, that's all I can think, man. Because once you've quit once, when you've quit once, it's easier to do it again and again and again. Yeah. And I don't know, man. I see Dubois maybe trying to be a bit more aggressive, but eventually taking yet more knees and quitting in the championship rounds. And Daniel's septuple knee Dubois is put to rest for good. Peace in the Middle East.